Before I start, though, before we get the advice from this young lady, I want to put some context into this whole thing. In the Philippines, it isn't the same. It isn't the same as the West. On average, the average Western male who goes onto a dating website will have to contact or swipe left, I think it is, something like that, up to 1,000 to 2,000 women before they even get a coffee date. So that is like a big imbalance, right, of the whole thing. The guys have to work so much harder just to get a single coffee date, where women just get bombarded with messages. They don't even need a picture half the time, and that's all they need. They don't need nothing. The men are completely at a disadvantage. But I'm going to show you something here, and this is you're going to find this quite interesting. Yeah. Also, I should mention that men also end up getting scammed a lot. Most things on the dating website aren't even real people; they're just scamming them for money. And I know for a fact that dating websites also even hire guys to pretend to be girls on the sites just to keep people on there, so they keep doing their renewal of their premium subscriptions and all that kind of stuff. And so yeah, it's a very, very common thing. But I can tell you right now, and I'm going to show you what I mean, and it is incredibly different here in the Philippines. And let me just show you on this Facebook post. So here, now these show up all the time on my Facebook feed. I'll get rid of all these messages. Okay, so this is the kind of thing you're going to see. Is they got, look at how they spelt dating. It's not even right. Foreigners dating with an E, site, and helping Filipinia, right? Like not even putting any effort into it. And they post these. This is 2 days ago. This one. Happy birthday to me. No one wish me. I am 67 old today. I am from Norway, looking for single mom from any other's country. Let's video call or let's meet with me. And of course, this camera will not be working. 1.5K likes, 1.1K comments, and it's all women. So it is completely like happy birthday, bless you, whatever. It goes all through. They're just trying to get the attention of this gentleman here that claims to be, which is not a gentleman, this is a fake, let's be honest. This is all made from AI. 67 years old. Here's another one here. I'm 73 years old from London. I am a widow. I am ready to travel to any country. And he's already got 37. This is posted today. Oh, 4 days ago. Okay. But even this one has 37 likes, all women, as you can see here. And the comments will be full of the same thing. Hello, sir, my love. I'm waiting for you, darling. I'm a widow from the Philippines, Manila. Hi, welcome. Oh, Kenya. Wow, there you go. Nigeria. So the women from all over, but many of them are targeted just to Filipinas. This one here's a hello, I'm a farmer from Australia. That looks like a farmer. I need a wife who loves me with my grandma. I'm not handsome, as you can see. He's clearly a very ugly man, but I care and support you. Oh wow, many of them say I'll support your family too. And yeah, so these are some of the examples. They're just full of them. There's another one. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get rid of these messages here. I got a lot of hello back to Manila. I am 68 years old from USA. I live alone. Okay, weird. 105 likes and 44 comments, and it'll be the same thing. It'll be all this stuff about, oh, you know, we can't wait to meet you. Congratulations. Hello, congrats. You know, all these super hungry women here. So these are clearly scams. Clearly, like these aren't real people. Nothing. Here, this is another one here. Finally ready on vacation. So happy. Like you can see, the English is so bad on these things, but you go and click that guy, or that one there, and you just see it's just full of more and more and more scams on these things. And so yes, it is a completely opposite side where the Philippine women are scammed, like the men are scammed in the West. So here, if you are in the dating scene, if you're looking for a Filipina or whatever, the problem isn't going to be that no one's going to be interested. The problem is going to be finding somebody that is right for you, and literally it can be very easy. But there is an impression out there that all you have to do is just come here, walk through the market, and the girls are just going to start hitting on you and coming on to you. And I'm pretty sure that is not going to happen. It might, you get hyper aggressive because they're more shy and quiet and conservative and traditional value and all that kind of thing of the girls. They're going to smile at a distance, give you a little look, and giggle when you try to talk to them, sort of thing. But you're still going to have to make the effort, and you're going to have to make the first move. It's just you're very unlikely to get rejected. Even when they're already in a relationship, they'll just be very kind and polite about it and say thank you, and they're not going to be an asshole to you. So yeah, you still got to do that. So anybody who thinks, well, I came there and they're not falling all over me, I think you're giving a false impression of how things are here. If you post online, clearly you're not going to have any issues. If you just posted really bad English that you're coming to the Philippines and you're ready to support their family, you're going to get thousands, probably. Quite a few thousands. But yeah, these scams exist against the females here in the Philippines as opposed to against the males there in the West. So anyway, there are different types of girls here in the Philippines, right? City girls, provincial girls, and then I guess you could say bar girls, right? Because the bar girls are going to be hyper aggressive, they're going to be very forward, they're going to be goal oriented, they're going to be different. So we're going to set that aside because there's no rule to the bar girls. You just have to be there. But the city girls who are intent on their career over relationships, that kind of thing, and maybe even just like their education to get a good career and then probably leave the country to get a great job. That's kind of a very prevalent thing that you're going to find in the cities. But also in the cities, they're much more westernized. It's a much more selfish atmosphere sort of thing, right? They're away from their families now, and the pressures and everything, the shame that comes with being near your family and everything, that's all gone. And I don't know, like, to me, I feel like a little bit of the woke all gets into a lot of the females in the cities. Not saying all of them, of course. But
thanks for the tip.
Hey, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. And we really appreciate it. And so anyway, they're just a different breed altogether. Like, yes, some of the girls go to school or go to get a job, like university, that kind of thing, or go get a job in the cities, and they're provincial girls. And so they'll hold on to those values for some time or whatever, but they're going to start hanging around other girls and everything else there that they have a lot more dreams. And you'll see it a lot of times. YouTubers go around, they do street interviews, and they'll say how many of them are even interested in foreigners. And when they're interviewed in the street, you'll notice that the percentage of people that are even interested in foreigners goes immediately down. Maybe they're still into foreigners, but they want a Korean, right?
Yeah,
because this is like a K-pop type country sort of thing, right?
Millennials, lots of millennials.
The millennials love.
Yeah. K-pop.
So we're gonna get her to speak nice and loud, and she's gonna tell you though.
About what?
Yeah. Number one, and sorry about any noise that happens in the background. Like I said, our microphone's broke on us. The screen doesn't pop on anymore. We're not sure what's going on. So I'm gonna
try my best to
speak. Yeah, because I'm loud, right? I don't need anything, honestly. Everybody can always hear me, right? But
thanks for the tip.
Let's see. Thank you very much, by the way, Paul. Thank you. Long time. Thank you very much. Thank you. You guys are really awesome. Appreciate it very much. Okay, so we're gonna get the Catherine version of this because she is from the provinces. She was born in Mindanao. And then moved to Gimbal, Iloilo, which is not Iloilo City by any stretch of the imagination. It was like an hour and bus ride, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like when I say an hour, it feels like forever. It is outside in the country. It's a small community, and where she lives is not in the town itself. It's kind of like up in the countryside, I guess we call it. So she's definitely a provincial type girl. And so she can give you the opinion based on herself of what. Let's start one thing at a time, but I'm going to move you as close to the table as possible so you're right at the camera. right? And look at the camera. There we go. Perfect. I don't want them to go, hey, we can't hear here. All right, number one.
What?
Do you know of anybody, when you grew up in dating age, through the years, of anybody who actually would be interested in dating a foreigner?
Oh, no. No,
You didn't know a single person.
I didn't know.
So, out of all the people in like college, everything, like people that are all your cousins, anybody around your neighborhood or anything, none of them would be interested. None. And why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's because most people is looking for fellow Filipino, and
Thanks for the tip.
I don't know. I didn't see any.
Well, not see it. I'm just talking about, because yes, you are out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm saying none of them that would be interested. You're saying none of the people
None.
you've ever met.
Yeah, none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so even now, you're with me, and you were, and I'm not your first foreigner, but none of them thought, hey, I would like that.
No.
Wow. I'm actually
Yes.
really surprised by this answer. I had no idea. I'm asking questions I didn't even know. No, I didn't. Because we've met how many couples, right? Lots. Lots and lots and lots. Even in Gimbal, we've met couples who have a foreigner husband or a
Yeah.
foreigner boyfriend, now husband, that kind of thing, right? And so what do you think is different about them compared to everybody else you've met growing up that aren't interested?
Different from foreigners and Filipino.
Well, you're saying that you've never met anybody who's interested in
Oh, okay.
foreigners, but then we've met people even in Gimbal that are with foreigners. So what's the difference between those girls and every girl that you knew before that?
I can say that maybe it's their thing that they don't want foreigners and the other girls want foreigners. Just, I don't know, cause I can't answer that because I don't know anything about that.
Okay. So, were you shamed a lot from people when you were dating a foreigner?
For now, no.
No? So when you started dating a foreigner, your friends didn't say anything to
No.
you?
No.
No?
Nothing.
Did they get jealous
No.
of the money?
For money, yes, but yes, of course.
Comes
money.
with dating the foreigner, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that was not the answer I was expecting. I thought she would have told me the opposite. So, yeah, not very helpful to you guys. Hey, it's genuine. We didn't plan any of this. Wow. I'm stunned.
I don't know.
Well, you know what you know. It's okay. You don't have
Okay.
to know something that you don't know. All right. Wow. Well, we have a lot of friends now.
Yes.
Yes, that are, Can-Am, Phil-Am, whatever you want to call it,
Yeah.
relationships.
Phil, IFM.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the country, right? And so, yeah. Wow. She's taking the words out of my mouth. That doesn't happen very often. Not very often at all. All right. So anyway, let's just talk about her because, well, clearly she was. Now, what do you like about dating a foreigner compared to a Filipino?
Dating a foreigner is, foreigner is, they don't lie, they don't cheat, and then most of all is, foreigners is lovable. Unlike Filipinos, like they love you at first, and then in the middle of your relationship, they're tired. After that, they're gonna tired of your relationship and then look for another one. Something. So
Yeah.
they just use you, and then after that, no, they get tired. Unlike foreigners, we call this foreigners, they want long-term relationship than Filipinos. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they know how to take care of their girls, unlike Filipinos.
Right, and here it's not uncommon for single moms, number one, especially Filipinos. They just they don't think anything of it to walk away, right? And there's really no child support, no nothing here.
No, they don't want.
Right, exactly. So and it's pretty common to just walk away.
Sucks.
Yeah, no joke.
No joke.
And did you have any friends in high school and university, that kind of thing, or college, that were in the same boat? Well, not the same boat because you weren't pregnant then, but that were single moms or got pregnant?
Yeah, but they don't look for man after that.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah,
didn't mean
'cause,
that, but there
you
was
know-
a lot of single. You weren't.
Yeah.
It wasn't rare for a girl to get pregnant
Because
later in high school.
single moms got trauma from that person, so they don't want to look after that. It's because they don't want to hurt again. Right?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Generally, I see it the other way around. That just from the West there, whatever, they were looking for a baby daddy because they can't do it alone. Can't, especially when they have a baby, they can't even work. But that's because our families are kind of disconnected in the West, so they would be looking for somebody to take care of them, essentially, and help pay their bills. And so they are actually looking to date in the West.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's different because here in Philippines, if you have a child and don't have husband, so you need to work for your child, and then just leave your child to your parents, and then your parents watch your kid. Then you need to go to work. You need to make money for them, for your kid. Give their best life, you know.
Wow, we got a whole bunch of stuff here that is not showing up on my thing here. Sorry, guys. Oh, I think they're starting to show up now, and I appreciate it very much, guys. Thank you very much. Before we go back into this, Kat, does your family expect anything from Michael? Yeah, everybody's going to want to know that.
Oh.
What do they expect from me? Talk close to the camera.
Oh, they expect that Mike's gonna love me. That's it. They don't want anything from Mike except the love Mike gave it to me, and especially to Lara, because
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, there we go. All right, so let's get back to it, because you did shock the heck out of me, and thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you letting me know. Even with Super Chats, you're letting me know the video's frozen. That is priceless, and thank you very much. Appreciate the $2 for that. That's really awesome. Yes, we got that. And like I said, if I miss any of these, I am going to go back through them. So yeah, I know they don't ask for anything, but we have just recently started helping them with building their house. They're helping with a lot of the labor, obviously. They're going to do that kind of stuff, arranging it all, figuring it all out, and making it very cost effective. And we are helping with some supplies to, like, just some block, some cement, some bamboo, some lumber. Like, we're buying some supplies for them, and we're making sure that they get a safe enough house for Laura to go visit, and everything will be okay. All right. So anyway, so thank you for letting us know the videos frozen. I'm so sorry about that. That's embarrassing. Okay. Now, what you didn't start off dating foreigners. You dated Filipinos, correct?
Filipinos, yeah.
What age were you when you started dating?
20?
You were 20 years old?
Yeah, because
Oh yeah, that's pretty late though, right? Like
Yes,
dating
in-
at all.
in my mind, yeah, I was that in college, I think, or I don't know. I was working actually. So in my mind, I just want to work, go home. Yeah, something like that. Just work home. I don't think that I didn't think I'm gonna look for boyfriend. So I was thinking about my family, not my boyfriend. No.
But when you were in high school, you must have been. Were you the ugly kid?
No, because
Nobody wanted to date you?
no, I just want to be with my friends after school, and then we just go somewhere like here in the bye-bye.
Yeah.
We just want to hang around there, and then that's it. And then after that, go home, and then wake up again, go to school, go out with friends. Yeah.
That was your high school?
Yes.
So, but your friends dated, right? Other people.
Yeah.
It was
My
very
friends.
common.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for me, no. It's not my thing on high schools, especially college, first year college. So yeah, work, home, going home with to my family. That's it. Hang out with my cousins. That's my thing.
Now, you did mention something here, and that's actually good information for a lot of people, I think, and that is, you were saying that the bye-bye. Every single, well, not every single town, but every town is something, like a river or whatever, and they all have, like, the boardwalk of some sort, right? Or a plaza, by the way, that's another one. Plazas, and if they have a waterfront, somewhere there's some kind of water, there will be, like, a boardwalk sort of thing, where every night the street vendors line up, and everybody who's everybody hangs out that way, right? That's the place to go. So if you're hoping to run into somebody or meet somebody, or just, you know, kind of like magic happens that you actually get to meet somebody, chances are you're going to have to go to those places, right?
Yes.
It's a good place to go.
Yeah.
They'll go down to at 5, 6, 7 o'clock, and you will see that everybody who's not too preoccupied with their family or whatever, who is probably single, will be all there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a good idea where to go. And I think, is there any shame at all? Not for you, but was there any shame at all in dating a foreigner? Do people look down on that? Like when they see somebody is starting to date a foreigner?
No.
Because I know you said that you never knew anybody who'd be interested in dating a foreigner. But you knew that they would immediately start with the chica and start to be jealous
Oh, okay. Yeah.
of the money that they're now going to have
And
access to.
If you have, for Filipinas, if you have a foreigner, yeah, they know that if you got foreigner, they talk behind you like, oh, she just want his money, she just want something like that, his card, house, but they don't know that we're not looking for money, we're not chasing money from foreigners, okay? We just want to be loved, just so you know. We don't want money because even though we don't have foreigners, we can make money. We can find job.
The jobs are actually a lot easier than people think here. I don't, now that I've been on the other side of it with the hiring, I never realized. I always just thought that, oh, there's just so many people there looking for work. And the truth of the matter is it's the other way around. There's so many people looking to hire, very few people wanting to work, right? There is lots of people laying around on their phones everywhere. There's not a lot of people that are going, yeah, I want a day's work. Or they might, actually there's probably more people that will take a one-off day work than want a real job. They don't really want that permanent thing, because tomorrow they want to go do this or want to do that. They don't want a job that gets in the way.
You just start your day, first day or your third day, and then after that, if you want to look for another job, you're gonna start again. So you're wasting your time.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. There's a lot of that mentality here. Where it's the work ethic isn't always there, right? But that's also why. I'm trying not to be too critical because I understand how things work. Because when I was in Costa Rica, it was the same thing. Mañana, tomorrow, and that if you get rid of, people love going there because of the laid-back lifestyle. It's a good place to chill. And if you take away one part, you don't have that part anymore. It's not going to be laid back. It's not going to be relaxed. It's not going to be it'll be no go, no materialism, all that stuff that you're trying to escape from. You can't have it both ways, sort of thing, right? So, yeah. Okay, so now people ask all the time, and so thank you very much, guys, for the memberships here. This is awesome. If you're not sure how to join, there's a join button beside subscribe. It's like $3.99 a month for the low end one, and if you don't see a join button, it's because you're on an Apple device, and Apple takes 30%. So you just go through a browser like Chrome, go to youtube.com, go to find my channel, click it there. It'll be there. Join once, and then it'll work in your app after that. Anyway, you're just supporting us. Thank you. It's really awesome. So anyway, let's go back to this. So yeah, the things are so much different here in the Philippines, and when it comes to the dating of the people here, the girls. And here in the Philippines, a lot of people don't realize that, like, you can marry a woman, female can get married at 18, but a guy is 21.
Yes.
Did you know that? The guys have to be 21. They're like, yeah, they're not mature enough to make that decision. But the Filipinas, 18. There you go. Yeah, quite interesting. All right, so I tell people all the time, you know, if you're going to want to meet somebody, it is to go to places unlike the cities. When you go to the cities, they're less interested in just the older foreigner sort of thing.
Mature.
Yeah, the matured guys, right? They want the guy that is the same age as them. They want to party. They want to go to the nightclubs. They've got big career ambitions and goals, and so they're not looking for anything serious. They're not looking for stability. They're just looking for fun. And when you come out to the provincial life, even if you went to Iloilo City, you're going to find that it's much more difficult to meet a girl. The families are upper middle class in Iloilo City, and their parents are just wanting them to have the very best education, go off and be a doctor, and go to America, Canada, whatever. And they don't need stability in their lives. That's a big thing. And I hear it all the time from foreigners who will write me, and they'll say, I'm looking for a pretty young girl, but I don't want her to want me for my money. I don't want her. I want her to just want me. And
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, and I'm like, wow. Well, we got to realize that we all work on incentives in life. That's just kind of how it is, and we all bring something to the table. We have to offer something to this person to say, yes, I would like to commit my life with you. You have to be able to contribute in one way or another. So what are you bringing to the table that would make somebody go, there we go, I found my missing piece? Now, if you're young and handsome, you're not going to have any problem. You don't need any money. If you are, sometimes people are super charismatic and funny, you know, and they don't even have to be rich. People just they love being around them. They're drawn to them. It does happen, right? And so there's that. And if you are somebody who doesn't have the youth and beauty and maybe the super comedic, very charismatic personality, well, then maybe you offer stability. Maybe you have the ability to make sure that they don't have to worry about tomorrow. And so we all have to bring something, right? You're not going to them and saying, listen, I just want somebody that can give me nothing, right? So it kind of works. It works both ways. And so I think that we have to keep in mind that that's how the world works. And so saying that, hi, I'm 72 and retired with a good pension, and I'd like to meet a younger woman, and when I say younger woman, it could be 40-year-old, whatever, and that's going to take care of me, but I don't want her to want me for my money. And I'm like, well, it's kind of about what the money brings for you, but okay, what do you want her to want you for? Because you have to bring something to the table she doesn't have now. True?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, instead of thinking, because here people are, it's not so much about being money hungry here, it's because nobody here is buying like the latest BMW and the jet boat and this and this. Like, that's not this world. And or handbags and jewelry and I don't know, the latest perfumes and hair care and face care and all that stuff. Like, that's not the life here. That's not the world here. Often when Filipinos get food or money, they get food.
Yeah.
More of it. More of it. That's kind of like what happens, right? All right, let's go to the questions that you guys have, because what's the point of a live if I don't ask them? So I'm going to scroll back up. And here we go. Here we go. And thank you for all the happy anniversaries, guys, and everything. That's awesome of you. And thank you for all the hellos. Oh, yeah, it's a Friday night. That's right. It's Saturday morning here. Okay. Drum roll ready for Cat. There you go. And thank you for the members, the ones that are all colored on the side there. That's really awesome. Yes, once again, Jose, with the gift memberships, that's really awesome of you, giving those ones out. Maybe it's when Filipinos get older, they're considering foreigners for marriage. It's true, but then we've also met plenty of younger that have. Now, I think if you come from, like, say, for example, now, right? I think for the most part, even if some people might be jealous in a neighborhood, her entire neighborhood probably watches us, number one. But if, say, we lived there, right? And I wasn't YouTube, but we lived there, and then we had built a nice house, and we helped the family, and we did all this stuff, right? Let's just say we did all that in that neighborhood. I have a feeling that the culture and the how people would think would change. The girls in that neighborhood be like, huh, maybe I want a foreigner.
She got a foreigner.
And then,
it's because
I don't think you're understanding. I'm saying that if you had grown up, right, now you're going into college or whatever age, whatever, and there is somebody, one of your friends, cousins, whatever, somebody that had a foreigner boyfriend, and now they have a nice house and they're living a good life, and she's very happy and everything is very great, you might actually be thinking, maybe I want to date a foreigner, right?
yeah.
So you see how that would change the culture and how everybody will think in that area. But there are none in your, when you go down your road down with all the houses and everything, nobody's a foreigner or Filipino, right?
There is, but few.
Oh, there is a few.
Yes.
And so you did say that nobody was interested.
I just heard from my cousin.
Oh, so you don't know them. Oh.
I don't know them.
Okay. So there are some in your area. But anyway, if somebody was in her circle that went through that, I'm sure that might have, well, didn't matter. Like, what made you be interested in a foreigner? Did you get hit on by a foreigner? Is that how it worked?
No.
I'm not trying to talk about your ex or anything, but I mean, like, did you meet them in a random place? Did you go on a dating website?
Just meet them.
Like in a
Person.
out in person?
Yeah.
But they approached you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And but you were never like, oh no, not a foreigner.
No.
No.
No. No.
You were happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, because it's their ex, I'm not gonna push. It'd be just weird. Let's not get weird. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, by the way, guys, you need to come. June 21, we are having a massive bash. We're going to have multiple bands and then DJ and everything. We're going to have people from all over the world. We're going to have some of your favorite YouTube vloggers that you have never seen even come before or whatever. They're all coming. And a lot of people that here that could answer a lot of questions on a lot of things. So a lot of shakers and movers here in the Philippines. A lot of people are coming. So you better come too. Come to Rojas City. Now you have no excuse anymore to put it off. This is our 1-year anniversary for the Canadian Beaver. Come to Rojas City. It's a quick flight from Manila. It's like nothing, like 35 minutes, something like that. 5 times a day they land here. We're 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes it may take you from the airport to our bar. We couldn't make it easier. We're with hotels lining the beach, right in front of our bar. How much easier I got to make this? Come and visit us at the Beaver Bar. Come and join our celebration on the 21st with us, and also come any other time. Yeah, I think she means in general. I'm sure there's plenty that lie in sheep, many. But I know a lot of the foreigner, so does she now. Like, we obviously meet a ton that have been together forever, and they absolutely just like make their life about their Filipina. They go everywhere. They do everything together. And I think it's because once you're retired, the mentality is different. You don't have like a work husband, work wife situation when you go off to work, and then you get your new social circle at work, and then you get really close with a coworker. You know how a lot of people have that in life. And so when you're retired and you come here, and you often that's another thing that people don't realize. They're like, I want to find a woman that works 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. Aren't you gonna feel like you're not even in a relationship, because you kind of want somebody who can share the life with you, right? So, it's okay if she's working at the time. I get that. But you're probably not going to want her to work, because you want to go off and do things every day, or hang out together, or have somebody in your life. And that was kind of the point. And anyway, so, yeah, you want to be able to share your whole life together and go and do things together. And so when you're doing that, it's different than the guy who goes off all day and maybe comes home, or he gets drunk taking Tanduay that night. Not that foreigners don't do that sometimes. Anyway, and they come home late or whatever, right? Like, you don't know what they did all day. They have another life outside of you.
Quality time. That's it.
Yeah. Like, we spend a lot, all of our time together. Like, if anything, I'd call her clingy. You know that? I think you know that.
I know.
Yeah. Definitely clingy. Anyway, so just trying to get to the questions in here. So I think that's just more to the reason, because the foreigners are going to be retired. It's not even about the race or anything. It's a retired mentality and somebody who's going to work every day and being far apart. So we answered that. I just want to make sure we got them all here. Hi guys, a lot of videos show single mothers with children. My question is, do single Filipino mothers get mandatory financial help from their fathers? Oh, there you go. No, there's no child support here. There is
They don't want responsibility.
Yeah, and there's nothing that they can do about it. There is no child support in the Philippines, unfortunately. So there is, if you it's a Canadian or something like that that gets them pregnant, they can go to the embassy and it will be enforced in the home country. But that's laws of the home country, not the laws of the Philippines. So unfortunately, no, there is no requirement on anything there. Let's see. I think we got that. Yeah, we got that, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it on there. It's jumping around a lot on my videos, or on my thing. Let me make sure my camera's still rolling. Yeah. Okay, Kat. You're going to be... What age brackets do... Yeah, there you go. What age bracket do Filipina women like to meet?
Age bracket 20.
They want to meet 20-year-olds?
20 or maybe 25.
Well, I think it depends on the girl. Right? If the girl's 30, she probably doesn't want to meet a 20-year-old.
Maybe you're right.
So anyway, a bracket, they just mean what age gap?
For me, yeah.
I think that for the most part, they're like max 5 years older.
Or 10.
10?
Yeah.
So a 20-year-old take a 30-year-old? Okay, fair enough. But there are a very big segment here that are quite the opposite. Like our friends that we know, because, we'll be having the bar, bringing in a lot of foreigner Filipinas, right? Obviously, they have much bigger age gaps, right? Some of our friends are 30, 40,
30.
40.
Yes, 30. 40.
Yeah, 40-year age gap, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Happy. Do everything together. Always around. You get the gossip. I don't get the gossip. She gets the gossip. You get the gossip. The chica, right? You're the one that hears it. I only hear from the guys. The guys aren't even gossipy. They're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
They're happy. But I'm saying the girl also will often chat with you what it's like to be with them. But especially in the city, like I said, a lot of them will answer the same thing. Some, don't get me wrong, some of them do. Some of them do want somebody. It's the same mentality that in the West we have if the guy is a doctor. If the guy is a doctor in the West, the girls are all like, I don't care how old he is. If he's a doctor, he's got big money, that kind of thing. It's kind of like that same feeling here. Do you want to date a foreigner or not? It's just going to be the same people that are like, oh, hello. But, growing up in the provinces, security is kind of like a big thing. Struggle sucks.
Yes.
Right? And so it makes it highly attractive when somebody can provide you with something. And is it a bad thing? Well, you got to question yourself. Is finding somebody attractive because of their beauty, which is going to disappear and fade, by the way, and they didn't choose it, they were born with it, and has nothing to do with anything. Why is that okay? Why is it okay to choose somebody for beauty that they have no say in whatsoever? It's just genetically there, and that it won't be there forever. It's just another thing. But actually having money means they had to work hard, most likely, and actually earn it and learned a lot of lessons, become a lot more wiser, and probably not going to screw around with you, make a big problem with your life, that kind of thing. Sounds like you're probably going to have an even better life if you're with somebody like that. Oh yeah, is there some kind of like solar storm? Yeah, there's solar storms going on all over the place right now. So yeah, but it's been okay. It hasn't been terrible. We had our GPS go crazy once. Oh, she wasn't frozen with a silly face. Nice. Have I ever gotten food poisoning? No. Have I eaten something where I had to go to the bathroom like 3 times? Very rarely, but yes, once or twice. That kind of thing's happened. But no. Yeah, putting Kat on the spot. Well, it's like she didn't know we were doing the live, but very specific questions like that. Like I said, I didn't want to. I don't like doing that whole. Okay, I'm going to ask this. You're going to say this. That's not very genuine. I'd rather give you guys genuine answers. So that's why I didn't know what her answer is going to be. But clearly she was into dating foreigners, right?
Just one. Most. It's not a lot. I only dating one foreigner before you.
Before me, okay. I was like, I'll let you correct yourself so nobody calls you a liar, okay?
Not lots.
Well, no, but you were interested in dating. You weren't against
Yeah.
it. You get what I'm saying? You weren't one of the people that said, no, I only want to date a Filipino.
Yeah.
Well, we saw at the wedding, right? James and Karen's wedding.
And Karen.
There was 4 girls that went up. That's for the throwing of the bouquet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe that's the only single women in the whole place. And when they say single, they mean unmarried, right? But 4 of the 5 had a boyfriend already. All but one.
Yeah.
Said they all have a boyfriend, right?
They have boyfriend.
And then the one said she's never had a boyfriend in her life. She's
Since
23.
birth. Yeah.
Since birth. Whatever. Don't take everything with a grain of salt. Whatever. But anyway, and they asked her specifically, do you think you'd be interested in an AFAM? And her answer was?
Fellow Filipino.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not like I'm not sugarcoating it. A lot of vloggers will sugarcoat it and just say that, oh, you come here and it's just like, wow. Now I'm just going to put this in perspective. I can tell you, not just as me, but all the other foreigners I talk to, you walk through a public market, there is going to be, say, 10,000 people at the public market over a couple hours, right? Maybe 5,000. In a place like this, Rojas City, right? Go through it, 5,000 to 10,000 people will be in there over an hour span. In and out, all around the edges, everything. A foreigner walks through there are going to be plenty. So even though it's not a huge number like we're talking about, you will know because they will smile and they will be, hello.
Yes.
Ooh, hi. They will be like that. Now you have to make the move after that. But I'm telling you, it's not like so I don't want to paint this picture that like she kind of did there, that no one's interested. Oh no. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people. And here in the Philippines, somebody had just pointed this out. They were just in Malaysia and some other country. And he's like, it's so shocking to come to the Philippines because there's so many young people here. Because yes, the population, I believe it's 50% of the population is under the age of 30. It's some really crazy number. And the average age is 24 years old or something like that. And compare that to countries like Malaysia, Korea, those kind of places, where they have birth rates of 1 or less for every 2 people. And so there's almost no kids. And he's like, it's weird. You go to the Philippines, there's kids running everywhere, right? But then you go to Malaysia and that kind of thing, he's like, it's like there's no kids anymore. There's no kids anywhere. Yeah, because they're like the West, their birth rate has dropped dramatically. Nobody's having kids anymore. Well, that also means that it's probably been a trend and a pattern for some time, and therefore, like, everybody is already matched up, and there's less opportunities, less of everything. We're here in the Philippines. Single females are everywhere. That's not an exaggeration. They are everywhere.
Yes.
And so even though it's a small percentage, that's a lot. That is a lot of females. You're supposed to be doing the talking here, but I'm not wrong, am I? Or maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. If you're interested in Philippines and you love my new channel, okay, well, you can do your promotions also. I don't mind collaborating. That's cool. I'll collaborate. But I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. You come and show up at the Beaver. We'll film together. That's fine. I'm not against promoting other channels. Not at all. But yeah, do it the right way. Sorry, what was that? Direct Express, I won't pay for a membership. I have to get a regular debit card. Oh, okay. I don't know much about it. I should just do a Patreon and just get it over with because YouTube takes half anyway. But I'm seriously looking at retiring here and gleaning as much as I can from your channel. Thank you. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that are in that same boat. And I just hope I don't, I want to make sure I paint a real picture, always genuine. I don't want anybody to ever come back and say, why you convinced me to come all this way, and you weren't honest or anything. Same hiring issues in the USA, exactly what I was saying earlier. Thank you for all your. Thank you very much. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate it very much, and thanks for being a member. Hey, my wife's hometown. Come and visit us sometime. It's from Singapore. I know there's a lot more on here, but I'm just trying to get to the questions. In some cases, U.S. states allow marriages at 14 with parental consent. Oh yeah, I think here you can still go lower than that, but they have different laws for foreign-born, not foreign-born, like non-citizens. They have different laws for that kind of stuff too. But as a foreigner marrying a Filipina, it's 18. But yes, of course, it's just like there, I think it's 16 here, something like that. With your parents' approval, you can get married. And it's probably not just the parents, you probably need the priest too, to be honest. Or the barangay, who knows? I don't know, maybe. It's like one of those things. Like, put it this way, the legal drinking age is 18 here. Driving age is 16. And anybody who's been here knows that neither of those are followed. Just because it's a law doesn't mean a whole lot, does it? There's a lot of things that are laws that are...
Yeah, break the rules.
Yeah. What does Kat think you brought to the table? What did I bring to the table?
I don't know.
Well, I said it earlier. You have people that are young and, energetic or whatever, and then people are attracted to that. Then there's other people, there's people that are good looking, they don't need money or anything because they're already good looking. Then you got other people that are more stable. There's people that are very comedic and charismatic, that kind of thing. Like if a good comedian like Kojoy or whatever, he could go anywhere even if he's poor, and I bet he could pick up. Joy Koi? I don't know, the comedian, the Filipino comedian. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
I know.
But I'm saying somebody who's very, they're so quick it doesn't matter how much money they have, right? They have the ability to hook somebody and make them want to be around them, right? You know what I mean? There's people like that in this world, right?
Yeah.
And so anyway, so he's asking you, which one am I? Here comes Laura. Okay, I'll figure it out.
Come here.
Come sit down. Okay, figure it out. You tell them what kind of person I am.
Oh.
What brought you? What did I bring to the table? Sit and watch with Mommy.
Come here.
I'm gonna fix your TV in a minute.
Yeah, come on. Sit here. So, for me is, I don't know, I can think about. Don't touch. Maybe, I don't know. What do you think, Lara? Stop it. What do you think? What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know? Tell them. Look at it. Oh.
Anyway.
I'm gonna wait for Daddy. Something's going on.
It froze?
No.
Oh. Did you refresh it? But you know what to answer on that.
Daddy, think it's you.
Okay. We're good. Sorry about that, guys. We had a difficulty, of course, the 1 minute I disappeared. Did you answer him?
Not.
Okay, tell them.
I don't know.
You don't know what I bring to the table? What do I provide to this relationship? Okay, let her go. Let her go. Her TV's on. She's not. Damn. She just woke up. Anyway, what do I bring to the table? Cat brought Laura. That's what somebody else commented. The cute Laura.
Yeah, I think I brought Lara.
You brought Laura. No, not what did you bring to the table. They're asking what I brought to the table. What was it about me?
About you. Maybe you're a kind of gentleman.
All right, so I think a lot of people think that I brought a lot of money and everything to this, but I actually did so much. I started over 6 months before I met you. It was May. 6 months.
Yeah.
All right, so because December 1, I started this channel. And so it's been a year and whatever. And I had to start from zero. And you know, the new channel wasn't monetized, nothing. I had to race out there. I did videos every day, and I borrowed money from a friend, 20,000 pesos, to keep myself going. And so yeah, I had a lot of, I hate to say struggle because I'm in the Philippines. Like that's not struggle, but I did in my own way, right? Like for my own experiences and that kind of thing, and rebuild my life. And when I was rebuilding my life, every penny I made, I put back into the vlog, right? So that I could go and do more things, and just like doing all the experience to go out every day and take a bus and just go to another town. Every single day I put up a video. And I start build. And so it took a while for me to get to the point where I am right now, right? Like a few months into hers. We still did cool things, don't get me wrong. I took her places. I'm not pretending I was poor or any stretch in the imagination on that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But that I was poor?
No, that you were like struggling.
Well, it's not because to you I wouldn't be struggling. But I was starting from a lot less than I have now, put it that way. A lot less than I make now. And so I would put it all back in. And So yeah, but back then I was like, oh my god, I gotta find a place to live for 10,000 pesos a month. I was trying to live on like 20,000 pesos a month. I don't think like that anymore, clearly, right? We like our rent is 20,000 pesos a month, just the house, right? Like, never mind all the bills and the electric and everything else. Like, everything kind of, you know, leveled up as we went along because I was vlogging nonstop. Anyway, so, you know, I had more money than I guess some people. You know, obviously I'm in the Philippines, but not what I have now. So anyway, I guess they never really got the answer from you, and unfortunately I don't know if you're going to get one from her. It's not, she just doesn't know how to make the words maybe. And sorry guys, we had to refresh this comment feed, and I think I lost a lot of comments on here, so I hope not. Hi guys, following for a few months now. I am from Wisconsin, and my fiance is from Berlin.
Biliran?
Yeah, Biliran. You know where that
I
is?
don't know where is Biliran.
Have you ever traveled there? I've been trying to convince her to on Rojas City. Yeah, you should come down here. Everybody that comes here.
Is that part of Rojas?
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking it up right now.
Biliran. Sounds familiar. Maybe.
No, it's an island. Biliran Island. Oh, it's above Leyte.
Oh.
Yeah, well, you technically look close because you're near Masbate, which we're going to on the 13th for the rodeo, by the way. We're going to, you should come to the rodeo. We have cowboy hats coming and cowboy boots, even little Lara. We got them a Lozada. It's like 20 bucks here, by the way. It's crazy, like 10 bucks, 3 bucks, 4 bucks. Anyway, and we're going to take a boat, and Masbate is just straight across the ocean from here. And, or the sea, I guess, because we're in the middle. And they have a rodeo every year, just like they do in like Texas, you know, that kind of thing. Everybody wears cowboy hats and everything. I've seen the videos, but I never see vloggers there. I just see like the city that posts on their Facebook and that kind of thing. And I am blown away. It's going to be so cool. So anyway, we're going, it's the weekend of the 13th of this month. And we are going to go and vlog it. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're in the Masbate area, you guys are, by the way, you're Biliran, you're very close. You very close. It's a very short ferry for you to come to Masbate. About half as far away as we are. Yeah, because we have to go from here to there. You're a quarter of the way. So, but yes, come on down, Canadian Beaver, 21st for our grand anniversary, and it'll be awesome.
Grand opening.
40-year age gap. Yeah, well, hey, listen. I don't mind making fun of the age gap thing because I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. But I love the Saturday Night Live clip that they did about they did a game show and they're like, meet your second wife, but they didn't know what the game show was going to be about. They pretended, right? Anyway, and the wives are sitting in the audience of the men. Mm-hmm. And then they bring out like literal, like little children.
5 years old.
Meet your second wife, and he's like, "What? No, what?" And they're like, "Yes." In the when she finishes college, you're gonna meet. She's gonna intern at your company, and then your wife dies in a kayak accident, and then you're gonna end up dating. And he's like, "I what?" And the wife's in the audience going, "I don't even kayak." You know, and or no, the one that comes out and it's a bit older, right? Because they had one all the way down to like 5 years old, exactly. Yeah. And then one comes out and it's like a 25-year-old, but she's pregnant, and he's like, "Well, at least she's illegal, right?" And they're like, "Actually, your second wife is in her belly." She will be born next year, you know, and you're going to meet her. So anyway, that is the most hilarious thing in the world. But that's just like you can't you can't really think about it that way because it's not the reality at the time you meet the person. So let's just go to the time that they meet somebody. I have an age gap with Catherine, right? Obviously.
Yes.
And so when I met her, she was quiet, she was kind and caring, and a mother, right, where she's learned responsibilities and stuff like that. She's had jobs. She helps take care of her family. Like, what is age that people care about most? It's not the age, it's the maturity, right? And when you're looking for somebody that's a good partner for you, you want them to be a match for you on the maturity side. Generally, you look at the ones that are failing, it's because they're at different levels in life, and that they don't gel well together because they want different things and they're going in different directions. They don't have the same interests, and it's not good to have 100% same interests, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that, but I mean at the same level. One can't be going night clubbing every day while the other one is I don't know, has an entirely different outlook on life and just wants to travel the world. I don't know, whatever.
Have to put the cereal.
Okay, we're busy right now. Can you make your own cereal? Okay. I think she just wants more cereal because she keeps eating like crazy. We buy the little packets.
She eat a lot.
I know.
Cereal.
Well,
Then
she's gonna get away with it now because we can't say no and
She's
deal with
gonna
it.
ask for food again.
Anyway, so yeah, so for me, she aligned a lot into the kind of thing. I don't live my age. I think most people can see that. I go, traveling, moving, doing cool stuff. Like, I'm not retired, right? I'm not just laying around and
So,
doing nothing, right? What's that?
soon you're gonna be retired.
When am I going to be retired? Probably never.
Oh, never?
You know,
Okay.
my own grandfather, who I'm guessing is 90 now, to this day doesn't retire, works, like, he has to work for himself to do that because nobody will hire somebody. So when he turned, like, I think it was in his 70s, he just went as a consultant, and then he would do, because he was into sales too, and but like steel sales. And he would go and he would go to the steel companies and say, listen, I'm going to bring big customers to you. I want to negotiate a contract where commissions and stuff like that. And he was very successful. And because people had been dealing with him for 50 years in the steel industry, so they know him very, very well, and they continue liking dealing with him. And so he would just go and represent steel companies, but as a private contractor. And he is like 90 now, and he's still like great, perfect, whatever, and still working. And he tried to not work, and he hated it. He loves his life, and the action is what keeps him young and keeps him going and stuff like that. So anyway, that's a very long thing about
90. You can get age here in Philippines like that. Oh, not all.
Yes, they all do.
Like,
They all do. You probably don't get it, eh? I hear it from everybody. All Filipinos do that.
no.
Sleep holding their man's dick. That's what that means.
Ah, okay.
It's a very common thing here.
Mm.
I don't know if it's the jealousy thing. I don't know. But it's true. I was handsome when I met my wife, and now I'm old and ugly, but she's still with me. Well, John, yeah. But she's not staying with you for your looks, is she? So therefore you bring something else to the table. There you go. That's how it works. Hi from Joplin, Missouri, USA. Watching you guys on my 32-inch smart TV. Fantastic.
Wow.
32. Are you bragging on the 32? Anyway, what I was going to say. Oh, my audience, over 65% of you are watching on TVs. It's the new world. It's crazy. We thought everybody was going to go to phones and everybody was going to get away from TVs, and everybody did, and then they all went back to TVs. Go figure. I joined Filipino Cupid. There's no way to tell who's fake from real. I know. And that's because I do know. I don't know about that site, okay? But I do know somebody who's told me they work for, and it's a foreigner, they work for a company, and their job is to pretend to be females and keep guys chatting and keep them, and the longer they keep them, the more they make, and they keep you on the hook and just chat with you and everything. And the company takes care of sending the photos, any videos, whatever, and you log in and you just read back the last person that logged in to do this. You read what they've said and you continue it on. Unfortunately, it happens. It is a crazy, crazy world. And yeah, I think, you know, like, there's time wasters. Not so much fakes, but like in the West, it was long time ago when I was online dating, and that we're talking very long. I didn't do much of it, but most of them are not fakes, but they're not true, right? The pictures aren't real, or the angles are just whatever, and you know they're trying to be, you know, filters, whatever. And that was my biggest thing was to immediately try to meet. So okay, your pictures. Probably fake. I'm just going to assume they're all fake. And so I didn't want to waste any time, because I found that you could spend a month talking with somebody online, but you still haven't learned the same you're going to learn in 30 seconds of meeting. In 30 seconds of meeting someone, you already know, can I have chemistry with this person or not? At least 9 out of 10 times you're going to be able to do that. You definitely know if it's a no in 30 seconds. And so you could spend a month going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then the instant you meet them, you right away you give yes or no. And also the problem is you can be gaslit. So if you go a month into something, you feel like you've invested something. Nobody ever wants to admit, even to themselves, they made a mistake, that they've gone down a path, or they start to, I don't know, it's almost like when you defend your own kidnapper sort of thing, you know, and Stockholm syndrome. And so anyway, there's all these things that play, that you aren't making a proper decision even when you meet them, because you feel like you've already invested so much, you gotta put more, where you might have just said, nope, moving on, I already know this is the wrong person for me. And so best thing I would say, in my opinion, come here. Still go on the dating website for the area you're in. Sure, do it. But the only goal is to meet them in person. That's it. Not long, drawn-out conversations and all this. Where they're probably going to ask you for money. Let's be honest, especially on the dating sites, because there's many girls here that have realized that on the dating site they can get 8, 9, 10 guys all sending them money. And once they realize that, this is better than the best job that you can get in the Philippines. You can make huge money. You ever heard of that? You've never even heard that there's girls out there that make money?
No.
By hooking foreigners? And
yeah, no.
You never heard of that? All right. So in Haro, in Iloilo, the police did a big break, like a big, big arrests, okay? And they took down this big syndicate. It was Chinese ran. They all ran back to China before they could arrest most of them, but they did get some of them. And they had women in all these rooms, and they had them milking foreigners. And their only goal was to tell them that their grandmother's sick, that somebody needs money. They had all the stories, scripts, everything. And they had a massive operation where they were bringing in millions of dollars a year. And the police did a raid, and they got them shut down. And they, considered the women traffic. I was rude to you, and I'm making her feel uncomfortable. I don't know what I did, but are you okay?
I'm still okay.
There you go. You don't have to be a white knight for her. I assure you, she's definitely capable of speaking up and yelling at me. Right? You're very strong that way, aren't you? If you're mad at me, you're mad at me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She doesn't need to be defended in any way. Yeah.
But I say sorry after that.
You don't know that word. Stubborn. So stubborn. Are you not stubborn?
Sometimes.
It's okay.
Sometimes.
I'm a little bit, but not as much. I usually just give it.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't care about having a legacy on YouTube. To be honest, that's not my thing. And it's somebody had said in 5 years from now, no one is watching a video that's 5 years old. 5 million plus videos are made every single day. AI is going to take over and replace 90% of all video production. including most YouTubes, because talking heads, that kind of thing, you know, like people that just sit around talking to the camera, maybe even like this. But the ones that just provide information, knowledge, you know, that kind of thing. Not maybe banter so much, but maybe. Will be easily replaced. The vlogging stuff, moving around in time, real time, I think that has a much, maybe forever. But because people will trust even less, therefore trusting only sources that are in the minute live. They know for a fact they're in the minute live. It'll actually be more drawn to that, I think, and so be more successful. So yeah, I don't think in 5 years from people's watching some 5-year-old YouTube video. No, there's so much new content every moment, every day people are going to watch, and so I don't think you're going to have a legacy on that kind of stuff. Nobody remembers the people from yesteryear. No, you know, it's not about that. I'm not too worried about legacies and stuff like that. I like doing right by people. I like to be able to sleep at night and not feel guilty about treating people badly or something like that. I guarantee you that if anything I've done, you know, I lost my temper, something like that, and the other person, you know, I lashed out to the other person, didn't really deserve it. They just got me at the wrong moment. And you know, I'm usually pretty good. Like, give me 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, 5 minutes, I don't know. And I will apologize. But sometimes it's too late. And that person's already like, don't talk to me again. Meanwhile, you know, I sent them a message, but they blocked me. If they unblocked me, they would see. 2 minutes after that, I did. I'm talking about 3 things, probably 3 different moments in the last 5 years that I can think of that match that. And but I'm the type of person that I still think about those 3 moments. It still bothers me. I still wish it wasn't that way. I didn't, you know. So I believe I'm one of those people that I care that I am being a good person, that I'm of good quality and that kind of thing. And I don't have the ability like some people that can just turn it off and be very narcissistic about it and just be like, psh, not my problem, and just slug it off. I can't do that. I actually, you know.
You are a good person. You are.
All right. So I don't think it's solar flares. I think it's just, yeah. But thank you guys. Thank you for everything. And thank you for the people that are members here and everything. All right. So anyway, where do you think a foreigner should find a Filipino? You're a foreigner. You're coming here. You're looking for a Filipino.
Yeah, come here in the Philippines, and then go to market, just what he said, just like he said, and then
you like the market?
Yeah,
okay.
Like the market, or like the one who hang out with lots of people.
Yeah, so the plazas, the
plaza. We call it dike.
Oh, you guys call it a dike?
Plaza.
Ah.
Yeah, in Gimba we have dike there, so.
It's true.
Yeah.
True. So
Dike,
wherever the river is, the waterfronts, the plazas.
Yeah. So you go there, try to find the Filipinas there, and not only. Yeah, just go here, just come here in the Philippines, find a girl, but you need to talk to her first move before she go on with you. Yeah.
Also keep in mind, they actually have pretty good English here. But they don't think they have good English. They feel shy about their English. Even though they have better English than, like when I was in Canada, there were plenty of people that speak less English, worse English in Canada for 5-10 years living in Canada than a Filipino here, okay? Filipinas, they actually have pretty good English, but they fear that you will judge them on their English because they think we only know people that speak perfect English, even though our countries are full of people that have broken English, right? Like literally, broken English is probably more common. But they are so afraid to speak it because you might judge them on their English.
Because
And so the shyness comes from that. The giggling, the I don't know how to say, that sort of thing. Don't take that as a no. Don't take that as disinterest. Look for the telltale signs. Smiling. Leaning forward.
Just don't judge. Just understand them. That's it.
How do they do? What do you mean? Don't judge. They're English?
Yeah, they're English.
Yeah.
Just understand them. Don't
Nobody
judge
does,
them.
though. I don't know anybody that does.
There is.
I think it's a self-confidence thing in the Philippines. But maybe I'm taking it from myself just because, like, again, where I was from near Toronto, I'm a minority, right? Like, there's only small percentages white. Everybody has broken English. Everybody's from all over the world. And I was just normal English to me.
And if they don't know the English words, just correct them. Right? Just correct them.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's it.
so there you go. Go to the plazas, go to the places. When they're, and you know what? You can just be like, ask them about but be careful. Careful you don't ask for something too complicated. Don't expect people to know the history of the area. Don't expect them to know, like often people might know, and especially if you're an older gentleman, you're probably used to starting to learn more about the bigger picture of things. Often people, if it's not in their sphere of their bubble, they really don't know anything about it. That's why we could ask her a lot of questions about Gimbal in the bigger way, and she'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. I grew up there my whole life, and I have no idea what you're talking about. But ask something basic, something like, where's the best place to get good food? And then they're going to say, well, what kind of food do you like? Just simple things, right? Mm-hmm. And then judge the reaction of how they are. And if they're giggling to each other, probably like you.
Maybe.
If she's acting like this.
Maybe. I'm slapping my face,
Well, some people like that. What can I say? I just want to make sure. So, thank you guys, by the way, for becoming members of the channel here. You guys are, all these people are subscribing to this channel. You've been with us for some time, a lot of you. And we really, really do appreciate you. And I hope we're going to have a grand party on the 21st.
Yeah.
I think it'll be pretty awesome. But we have been live now almost 2 hours. And we're going to let it go only because people don't generally watch it. But, Catherine, what's your last piece of advice for all the single guys out there?
Just come here. Go to the Beaver. Met some Filipinas. And yeah, chit chat with them. With them.
And they may not be there, but you can come to the bar. You can hang out with us. Get comfortable. And then you can go over to People's Park.
Yeah.
At 5 or 6 o'clock. Where we said about plazas and waterfronts and stuff like that. Tons of people.
Yeah.
Chat them up. Say hello.
Yes. Even Filipina here. I have a friend here. Not really friend, but she's asking where she can find a foreigner. And then I told her, just come back here at the Beaver. And you'll see that we have lots of foreigners coming here. So yeah, it's your chance to come here at the Beaver to meet a Filipina.
There you go. There you go. Oh, Texas Filipino. I am shocked at how many I've met. Never even been to the next town or 2 towns away. 100%. That is so true. And that's exactly what we were saying there. It's just so hard. Kat, you're okay. Don't nosebleed too much.
I have my shirt so I can wipe it.
Texas Filipino is going to be here on the 21st too. So if you like Texas Filipino, you got to come and check them out.
I want to meet you.
You did.
I want to meet you.
You met
really.
him. You met him.
Again.
Okay. Let's see. See, this is what I mean about the English sometimes. Doesn't have the same translation or whatever. Because I'm like, what are you talking about? You already met him. And she's like, yeah, I just mean, can't wait to see you. I didn't know this, but yeah, when I looked it up, English has the most words of any language in the world. something like 600 million or 600,000. It's a big number. It's a big number. But for the most part, like many languages, are 17 times less words. And so we are very descriptive in things, and they would seem much more simple. Oh, looks like I gotta fix the camera again. There we go. We're not frozen anymore by the time this kicks in. I don't know. Oh, and hopefully the comments keep up. I have good speed too. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is the solar flares. I don't know, but I don't know how it would affect my camera so much. But it'd be nice if I had the double screen. Anyway, yeah. So Texas Filipino will be here. There'll be a lot of people here coming from all over the country. Other vloggers too. So even maybe some that Texas Filipino never had met. You never know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Michael. I just want to make sure everybody saw us before we hang up on this. Yeah, you know what? We're such a peaceful, quiet place here, and we only have about 100 of us now here. Anytime at the Beaver, generally every day, we'll have 8 to 10 all hanging out together. Some days we get a lot more. We get a bunch of tables put together or whatever of expats. But we're growing, and I have a feeling that in another year from now, maybe 2, we will have the same amount of people talking about Rojas City that they do in Iloilo City. Because Iloilo, nobody talked about it. Like when I went there was nobody talking about it. It was non-existent on the internet. Filipinos talked about it sometimes, but it was not on anybody's radar. And now it is considered by many all over as the #1 place to go live in the Philippines. Go figure, right? Now that's not, I'm not saying it's because of vloggers or anything. No, the city had to do the things that make people want to stay, right? Like they had to clean the rivers, they had to clean the place and build the infrastructure, and they do all that stuff. So that's what it is. Do you think I'm a rich man?
No.
Rich in love. I'm not rich. You know what? We would be very well, doing very well, if we didn't have a bar.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of that, I need to go take a ton of money out to pay the payroll out of my own personal bank account today. Because we have had rain so many nights this week or this month. Like 14, 15 nights. Again last night.
Yes.
What the heck? And yeah, it ruins the business. Who goes to the beach during the rain when it's raining at night, right? Like, no, you're just going to stay downtown if you're going to even leave the house. And not even that. Our roof was leaking, all this stuff. Today, we continue. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll be done. We have a new roof being built. So that's expensive, obviously. And but that is getting us ready for the 21st. We wanted to make sure everything is done. So we're spending a lot of money to make sure that we're going to be ready. But I think it'll be very well. We are technically we should be at the point of break even if you don't count the capital expenditures we're doing now on repairs. Right, so we're doing redoing a new roof and stuff like that, and after that we have some little more work to do in the kitchen. So if you exclude that and just say operating, yes, we are operating at a profit, and it's been a long time to get us there. So that's good. Oh, I missed you, Ray. How do you deal with those elevators, my friend? How do you deal with those? Oh my gosh, you probably leave at different times because the mornings and then the afternoons to go up and the mornings to go down. That was rough, brother. I'm watching your videos from oldest to newest. I am on the one where you went to vegan. Oh, wow. You are way behind then. Awesome. I love it. Bank account got locked. Yeah, I've been there. It's such a pain in the ass. I used to call my bank all the time. They finally, like, it's almost like because they came up in so many times in the system for their security people that they finally just chilled out and just said, okay, we're going to stop. And I don't have issues anymore, but that's because I have a Philippines bank account now, and well, for a long time now, and all I do is one transaction a month. Move from my Canadian bank account to my Philippines bank account. That's it. I don't use my debit card for anything, and so the security people, they look, this is normal pattern. This is normal pattern. And I don't, because yes, I had so many issues just like you. So, hello, John. Thank you very much. Thank you, John, and thank you for being a member. Rojas is a beautiful city. It is. It's definitely up and coming, but it's worth the trip if you're in the Philippines, 100%, and definitely up and coming. It's going to be a little crazy to even see how this is going to be. So. Hey, found you from James and Karen. There you go. James, Karen, you're always talking about, Michael, you helped us so much to get us known and all this stuff. There's proof that you helped us get known. So, thank you very much. I'm going to hang a Canadian flag here to be fair. Hey, good man. Listen, I'm still waiting because I was just talking to somebody recently. Maybe it was you. And I'm like, we still can't go. Maybe it wasn't you, but it was somebody else. Still can't go to his resort yet because he wants us to wait to film it only when it's done. He's in Tigbowan, so he's very close. It makes sense. We go by there all the time. So anyway, that's why we haven't been.
Oh.
Texas, Filipino, yeah. Texas
Monks.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Wait a minute. Don't you guys have more hogs than anything else? I think you do. Like, you literally are allowed to hunt them without a license or something like that. Boars? Maybe it was boars. What's great about Rose City is you can walk going to the airport, especially. Yes, you can walk to the airport. You can walk to pretty much everything. And I'm hoping to have the congressman on soon because he was talking to me originally and even at the Axe thing. They are going to be expanding the airport here, improving it, doing big upgrades on it, getting ready for many more flights to many more destinations out of Rojas City because, I can't remember the number, it is 43%? A very large, high percentage of increase in tourism to Rojas City in the last year. Like big numbers. Like I'm just can't remember, my brain's not working at the moment. It was something like 40%, 43%, something like that. I might be wrong, maybe it was 28%. I don't know, but I know that they see it as a very big increase, and it was enough to get money approved and everything. It's not bad during the week. Anywhere going there Saturday and Sunday, people coming in and then leaving. Always. Would be nice to see you next time in the Philippines. Yes, come on down, let's go. Oh! Yes! I can't remember what it is, but I know you can shoot them because they in the wild there, they are a big problem. Good morning from Dubai. Good morning, Kat. And you are not pressuring Michael to settle. Yeah, are you pressuring me? Are you pressuring me?
No.
No. Honestly,
No.
just think about it this way. What would be different? What would change? Nothing, right?
Nothing.
We live like a married couple.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm not pressuring him.
Kind of
so.
like a weird urgency, right? Texas with the Longhorns. Yeah, it's true. Maybe Boers in East Texas and Louisiana. That's true. There you go. But there you go. Texas Longhorn. But that already exists, so I guess.
Canadian.
Aren't you famous for moose? Yeah. You know, 99.999% of all Canadians have never seen a moose in their life. So no. It's because they're so rare. They're really incredibly big and everything else. But for the most part, nobody's ever seen a moose outside of a zoo. So I've seen several, but I've been living a different life than most people. I've been everywhere. But yeah. So, but yes, that's true though. If you look at the pubs in Canada, more people have chosen the moose than the beaver for names for pubs. But there's still like mooses here, beavers down here. There's less of them, but there's still quite a few. And they're both in our money, right? The moose is on our money and the beaver's on our money. So, yeah. Royce is much... Yeah, it's very... Carles is, I don't know, an hour and a half drive from here. I think it's an hour and a half to drive to Carles.
Hour.
So, yeah, it's not bad. Mayong hapon. I'll be cheering loudly for my Edmonton Oilers to win the Stanley Cup rematch and bring it home to Canada. Hoo-yah, Canada. Bullwinkle, yes, it's definitely a bullwinkle in Minnesota, exactly. Arizona's Razorback. Okay, guys, we gotta go, though. We got a lot to do today. I hope you guys will join us. And by the way, once again, if you want to join as a member of the channel, it's $3.99 a month. It's nothing. But it's like, you know, very supporting of the channel. If you're interested in doing that, click the join button. It's beside subscribe. If you have an Apple product, go on Chrome and log into youtube.com. Find That Philippines Life on there, and it'll be there. Subscribe once or join once, and then you can go back to your app and it'll still work, and it'll show you as a member there. You'll get some member videos. We don't do a lot of those. You're just supporting. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not going to make promises I can't keep. And hey, Mike, Red Sox or Blue Jays? Oh, I like Boston. Sorry. I know. I don't know. And the Blue Jays have just never tantalized me, even when they won the 2 World Series. Yeah. It is what it is. I loved watching the Maple Leafs, but that's because when you go and you watch a game, it's just so damn exciting. It's just invigorating to go. Obviously, it was easier to go for when you had Toronto. But baseball, when you go in person, it feels like a long sleep in a hot sun. So it didn't have that same feel on me.
I stick to one. Right?
What's that?
You're sticking one.
You're sticking one.
Stick to one.
I've seen a moose. Lived in Edmonton for 4 years and went up to fish in Yellowknife. Yeah, I've been to Whitehorse, Yukon, and same thing I've seen. But I also am in Northern Ontario, and one time in near Barrie, Ontario. It's in Alliston, and I was outside of it, and I was going through a marsh in the back of my aunt's house, and just kind of like trying to find the dry areas and exploring, and it was just standing there, right in the marsh. So yeah, it was pretty incredible. But the moose is loose, or you could just be like a loose moose, right? Who doesn't like a loose moose? Your shyness is going away. Oh
Go
no!
away. Okay, go away.
I thought you liked being shy. Now take off, eh? Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you all for the super chats. I hope I didn't miss any because the crashing and everything that keeps happening with this thing. If I did, I'm very, very sorry. I'm really, really terribly sorry. At least shows up on the screen for everybody. But yeah, it's been good. Yeah. And we're heading to, well, I guess we're going to head to 100,000 now because we just passed the 90,000 subscribers. Thank you all to that. It'll be cool to get back to my old subscriber base of 130 some odd thousand. And it's hard for me to get excited until I get back to the number I had just a year and a half ago on the other channel. So I am very, very thankful, though. Seriously. Who looked better at the wedding, Kat or Karen? Oh, come on. Don't be silly. The bride always, right? Right?
Yes.
No,
Karen.
I'm not getting in trouble for saying this. There's no way in a world a woman would ever say otherwise. The bride was the most beautiful. Sorry. Always.
Always and forever.
Yes, we have 5 flights a day from Manila. Unfortunately, no Cebu right now. They had one before pandemic, and when they do the airport expansion, the plan is Cebu, and they're trying to convince the airlines that they need to add Clark as well, because Clark is the best airport in the country, and that's the one near Angeles City. It is brand new, it is fancy, it's super nice, and everybody favors it. So those are the 2, and then I'm sure there'll be like Davao, and the other ones are going to want to add, but definitely Cebu is going to be first. Oh yes, we missed the cheese curds.
Cheese curd.
Remember from the poutine we made?
Yes.
Now I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Harold Ballard has a video in a helicopter shooting wild boars in Texas. There you go. There you go. Harold Balder.
Balder.
My bad. I've watched lots of his, and he has plenty in the Philippines too, and Russia, and everywhere else. I remember all the places that he's been filming. Sorry, I'm just liking all these because I forgot to. All right, guys. So thank you very much for joining. You guys are really awesome. I appreciate that so many of you are here to support the channel. And yeah, come down to the Canadian Beaver, 21st. 21st June. We'll come anytime, but 21st June for sure, because we're going to have such a big, massive party. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm coming from California on the 21st. Yes, Ronald. Thank you, thank you. There we go. There we go. Is Kat going to have her own YouTube channel one day? What do you think?
We'll see.
More likely Lara, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I can
Maybe
see
Lara first.
Yeah, you remember that kid that's really famous, Ryan, I think his name is, and he was like 5 years old, unboxing toys and everything on YouTube, and he became the richest person on YouTube. He still is to this day, making, other than Mr. Beast, I think. But I think he made 80 million last year, 85 million, something like that. Enormous. There you go, Lara. Come make 85 million. Because we all know that now the future, say in 20 years from now, is going to be less about physical labor. Most jobs will be gone by then. It's a weird time to live in when we can think of that. And so there'll be like different ways we'll have to make money. And you got to be ready to adapt. Maybe we won't even think about money then. Who knows? The world is weird. All right, Ray, if we can only get you, then we can only get you, brother. Let's take it. Let's make it happen. Can you anchor off the Canadian Beaver? Yeah, the plan was to open a second one. I just want the best location. It would have to be literally tourists walking by the door every day. Not because you had to market like crazy, push like crazy and everything. Just because the traffic's there. You have a good ambiance and everything, and that's all it takes, and good food. People will just come in. And next week there's all new people, or every few days, there's people changing out all the time. Those places are just like low-hanging fruit. And I kind of need it. If you're going to have 2 restaurants to run, you need one of them that basically, as long as you have the system set up in place, the people are flying in, it's just you have good location. It is possible. You just have to do a lot of homework on it. And still get it at a price you can afford. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. I've said it a few times, but I try to give everybody time to come back and get a minute. Also, by the way, I should point out, anybody who's pretending to be me, look at the people are putting these dots and slash and that Philippines life and all that.
Yeah.
They're not me. They're even like, if I try to make a post saying this is a fake profile, community strike me on that post. They try everything to stop me from telling you that they're a fake profile. Don't believe it, okay? I'm not writing at people and saying, hi, how are you? And you've never talked to me before. That's never happening. And if, just make sure it's me. Anyway, don't believe scams. I'm never going to ask you for anything either. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I hope I can see you guys. Oh, I meant anchor a boat offshore of the Canadian. You can. People have brought in yachts and stuff like that. You got to go pretty far down because we have a shallow beach. You can walk forever. It's all sand. So you're going to be, a little ways out. You'll need a dinghy to come in. But yes, of course. Of course you can do that. And people do. We don't have that. Okay, Tagaytay, just saying, yeah, I know, but it's a tougher place. No beach, no sail. And you have to do bulalo. There's like this whole thing.
It's hard to find the second beaver.
Yeah, we're going to be very picky. Like, we love Alona Beach, but the cost and an empty spot in the right place. Anyway, we'll see you guys. All right, we'll see you later. Thank you very much. Appreciate everything, guys. We're going to turn the camera to the side for a minute so you can see our lovely beach. And hopefully the camera doesn't.
Myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again.